Brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Check. Crouch. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 14. Alert three.
Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, alert.
From the 27, Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
19. Check 17. Go 14.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
First down, Seattle.
What? You ready? Oh, yeah. And here we go again. 18. Hey, alert three. Tighten up.
Penny, the first down carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
One of the surprises of the first round, the Seattle Seahawks selecting running back Rashad Penny out of San Diego State. Highly regarded, but most people thought he would go in the second round.
But he did have an incredible senior year at San Diego State. Over 2,200 yards, 23 touchdowns.
He resembles Marshawn Lynch in build, but has the ability to take it the distance as well. Had 7 kick returns during his career at San Diego State for touchdowns.
Now Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Gordon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Double.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
All day. You good? Check 26, check 26. Shift! Watch the shift!
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
180, alert, alert. Mike, 54. I'm coming. 44. Coming. 54. Hey, wahoo.
Now on 2nd and 13, Roethlisberger, and it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Matt, like 80. Mike, spot 4. Man out. SOS. Check. Kill. Hey, turn it out.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. And 4 down. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Hey, let's get set. 26 months. Watch the pass. Check.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
0.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
White now to return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big run there by Jones. 54 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. First down, here's White. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You're not ready. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Touch 50. Truck. One left.
Here's Wilson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Coming in. 36 power. Check. Switch.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Got it.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Gun. Zebra. Clear. Watch safety creep.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. As his guys are in for 6, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Black 20. Mike 5-4. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Ready?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, you don't want to see.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. To throw is Wilson. Forced out to his left. Wide open receiver, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Hey, hey. Front left, front left. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as his guys are able to regain the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Easy, easy. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Blue draw quarters. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check. Check your hot read. Check safety, check safety. Focus, focus.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Here we go, here
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Joker, 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 Joker. 36, 36. Switch. Switch. Kill, kill, kill. Change my change.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Zebra. Look. Still got 4 down. Run. Target.
Play action. It's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. Now here's Michael Dixon. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. Complete to Washington. That one good for 26 and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. 49, check blue.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays. But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Shift. Check 9.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Block 80! Snickers, now spin.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Check. 6-6, pull it high. Crouch. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Quarter. Alert 3.
Again, it's Jones. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
7-yard loss. Brings up third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Roethlisberger now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Watch the pass. Here we go. Whip. Watch the whip. Check 13.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
All right, now. Black 20. Snicker. Snicker. Hey, alert 3.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Watch the run. They're running it. Pick the edge. Hey. Check 37. Check 37.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Easy. 54. Watch the curve.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Roethlisberger now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Jones. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Check 26, check 26. Hold up. Still got 4 down. 14. Hey, check 24, check 24. Check. 14, got it. Hey, 0. SOS.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Go, 14.
Now Wilson operating from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. On the return, it's White. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Let's go. Check nickel.
Running out of the gun with White. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? Back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Again, it's Penny. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Kill.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Big Dwayne Brown, the tackle, guilty there. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is taken at about the 14. 3/4 in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Right there. 50, alert, alert. Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, high 7.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
3-15. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Wide. Get wide. Flurry. Check 24.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
0.
From the 38, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Now Rashad Penny, and just a couple yards there down to the 17.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On second down, here's Penny. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll run with Penny, and he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Slow
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Steelers' 6-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Tight dog, tight dog. Alert, alert, alert. Watch the end. He's coming. Double up. Check your hot read. Check safety, check safety.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger.
36. Switch. Kill. 14. Got it. Check. Hey, watch edge.
Penny. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Listen, there's something...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Solid, down. Check. Black and burn.
They'll run it with Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Roethlisberger. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
20. Right there, 54 Mike.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. 10.
19.
Front left. Hustle. Gun.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Go.
Play action. Now Wilson. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. This a 43-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
180. Snickers, now spin. Easy.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go with Jones. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody. This is the last opportunity to re-sign your players or they'll become free agents.